Okay, so we're going to discuss today siyumim, and there's a beautiful statement from the Klozberg Rebbe Zichrono Livracha. He used to say that there's two schools of thought. There's the more, let's call it the literature, that you don't make siyumim unless you were learning and you happen to finish a maseches. According to some poskim, it could be even a one maseches mishnais if you do it with explanations. Even a navi, Ramosha Feinstein says, you do a navi with mefarshim. But it has to be that it wasn't planned, unplanned siyumim. On the other hand, many by the Hasidish Gedolim and Rabbanim and Rebbes, they actually encouraged very much to make as many siyumim as possible. So the Bav Rebbe used to encourage them to make every single day. I saw by the Chidushay, by the Ger Rebbes, they said that the inyan of making siyumim is because since the Gemara says menachos, that when a person, today we can't bring korbanos, so how do we have the korban oila and everything else? And korban toila, the Gemara says if someone is oisek in the parshas of oila, learns all the masechtas, menachas, zvachim, it's ki'ilu hikriv, it's as if you actually sacrifice. So especially to make siyum, and specifically on these types of masechtas, is really the way to rebuild the Beis HaMikdash. In fact, I had the minhag, my grandfather, it was nifta many years ago, so we had a minhag, started a minhag many years ago, me and my brothers, to make a siyum and tamid, and then it's not have to be tamid. Why tamid, of course? Because my grandfather's yurtz is vav of, so it's just short maseches. But then I realized that it was so appropriate because the korban tamid, the ikar korban that was taken away from us, is a korban tamid, so it's very appropriate to learn maseches tamid. And yes, someone asked me recently, what's the shortest maseches you could end? You could learn. That happens to be about 8 daf, so it's only a maseches to learn. The Klozberg Rebbe says that there's a very deep inyan about making a siyum is because Samuel, who represents the Yetzer Hara and the Satan and everything else, Samuel is the Rosh Tevas siyum maseches ein lasos. He loves when we don't finish masechta. So when you complete masechta, it has a tremendous power, and therefore. In fact, the Ger Rebbe says something also beautiful. He says when you make a siyum, there's two aspects. Number one, you're building the Beis HaMikdash because you're learning about the korbanos. Number two, he says, and when you do that, so the learning is like bringing korbanos, and the schnapps and the lechaim that you have is really also nesachim, and especially because it says that legima, gedola legima, when you have schnapps and you bring people closer together, so now you also have avas chinam. So now you have Avos Yisrael also building into it. So you're mamish fixing two churbanos. You're fixing everything together. So that's very, very powerful. Well, I want to tell you something. I heard someone told me, send me a WhatsApp of Rav Hershel Shechter. Mamish, I think is one of the clear Gdolim of Klal Yisrael. But this story, mamish, depicts what a gadol is. So this is a story that his son said. His son Reb Shai. He said he called his father. And he asked him, I said, I have a list of shilas for the 9 days. Rav Hershel Shechter is one of the people that mamish, kol haTorah kula. And you hear him speak, and mamish, it's hafla v'afela. So he calls his father up. He says, I have a few shilas about the 9 days. And his father starts crying. So the son's like, everything's okay? He said, I have to tell you the truth. I can't answer the shilas about the 9 days. So the son said, why not? He said, I don't know well the shilas of the 9 days because every year I mamish have such tikva and hope that the Beis HaMikdash is going to be built that I can't learn the halachas of the 9 days. Imagine? This is a gadol. So Allah, we should be zeichet to be close to that madriga, to feel the 9 days and to really want the Beis HaMikdash. And if it's learning maseches for the sake of really building the Beis HaMikdash, not just for the sake of eating basal, then it will be gevaldik, and we should be zeichet to the Mashiach Tzidkenu.